hiking up a mountain or you're going for a walk and you've got this rock in your shoe that you've been tolerating, it can start to get a little annoying. So Mercury retrograde is an opportunity to pause and take the rock out of your shoe. And we do that through forgiveness, awareness, acceptance, compassion, and understanding. So that's what Mercury retrograde is really about. We're leaning into that as of May 31st. We're going to start feeling that come in already over the weekend. We're going to start feeling that energy of Mercury retrograde coming in, and it lasts for 3 weeks. So I'll be talking about that for the next 3 weeks in my weekly Rebel Report. Now, we've also got a shift from May to June, from 1 energy to 2 energy. So May has all been about planting these new seeds, about awareness, about leaning into what do I want to create for my world? What is it that I desire in my world? And the 2 of June is about bringing it together through community, through connection, through gathering your resources. So whatever it is you've decided to plant, now's the time to start reaching out to people, connecting with people, building those communities. So June is about that connection, and it's really about connection to your higher self, not just the other people that are in your external reality, but noticing that everyone around you is a direct reflection of what's going on between the ears. So if you don't love what's going on in your world, invitation to step back into your own heart, connect with your higher self, and really feel into what is it that I'm experiencing? What is it that I feel separate from? And how can I bring connection to that again? Now, if you are loving your connections in your community, then expand into more, amplify that for more. So really, this invitation for June is to step into, are you devoted to living an extraordinary life? Just feel that for a minute. Are you devoted to living an extraordinary life? I know I am. And that means that when I'm triggered, when I notice the judgments rising up or the triggers rising up, I dive headfirst into those because I know that everything in my experience is a mirror. And so when that's being mirrored to me through someone who is triggering me, it's an opportunity to explore myself deeper and to really connect with my higher self and notice that my higher self is calling me to a better version of me. Not to say that I'm not enough, not to say that you're not enough, but the higher self is asking for more. Can you expand? Can you grow? Can you lean into even more extraordinary? And in doing so, shift yourself into more freedom. Because that's what really is occurring this week, is a shift into more freedom. Mercury retrograde is going to call us into more freedom. This next week is going to call us into more freedom. And this whole year is calling us into more freedom. So understanding that connection with your higher self is where the freedom lies. There is a connection and an ask to deepen that relationship with yourself. So let's dive into the week, shall we? There's a lot of information to cover. But this week, we're starting off on Monday in a 5 energy. But then when we shift into June, we have an interruption of energy where we go back to the 3. Now, nothing in numerology is linear ever, even though we work on a Monday to Sunday calendar, nothing is linear. But this interruption in energy is calling in an amplification of freedom. So deciding that you want and will devote yourself to an extraordinary life is what that interruption is asking for. So we start the week on a 5 energy, freedom, expansion, adventure, play, and then we shift into the 3 on Tuesday, which is asking for an amplification. Now, noticing what your thoughts and feelings are on Tuesday is going to be really important because you get to choose what you're amplifying. But if all of your thoughts and feelings are to the perceived negative, it's asking for a shift in perception so that you can amplify what it is that you want, amplify the extraordinary, amplify your freedom. But if you're amplifying the negativity, the doubt, the criticism, the judgment, want to be mindful of that and just check in. You get to choose your thoughts. That's your superpower as a human being. If you don't know how to do that, find out, call me, message me, take Mastering the Brain Game. We can start to shift how you perceive your emotions and how you are navigating and in control of that. So we really want to step into that amplification of the extraordinary life. And then as we move throughout the week, we land into some stability. We land into another 5 energy to expand and evolve that sense of freedom. And we end the week on an 8 energy, which is about that dedication and devotion. So we want to amplify and choose extraordinary freedom this week. That feels really flippin' good, if I don't say so myself. I can feel that all through my body right now, just freedom. I just want that expansion and that evolution to occur. And I am definitely dedicated and devoted to my own extraordinary life. And I know that in doing so, I'm making the lives of those around me extraordinary as well, because everything is a mirror. So deep connection with yourself next week, shifting those perceptions, shifting those thoughts to equal what it is you want to achieve, focusing those thoughts on extraordinary and leaning into that. So I hope you have an incredible, amazing week. Again, reach out if you're struggling with any of these thoughts and emotions and how to shift them. We can definitely help you with that throughout the Mastering the Brain Game and some of the other tools that I use. And I would be happy to connect. But in the meantime, have an incredible week. I love you. I believe in you. And I see your power. Bye for now.